British farmers have warned that they could be facing the first year without a harvest since the Second World War, in the scariest sign yet that climate change has started to show its teeth on these shores.
I'm stood on some land at the edge of Lincoln. You can see some water behind me. This is not a lake, it's not a river, but this is farmland that was planted with crops in October. It's been under 3 metres of water since then because of a riverbank here that has collapsed. The Environment Agency here are not really bothered about it. They say they haven't got the finances to maintain the river, which is just here. And this is producing food. This is affecting our food supply. This is affecting the amount of food that is available, that comes on people's plates. There's 2,000 acres here under 3 metres of water. More there, the other side of that river. And you can see, as far as you can see here, is water. We have to have a river management policy that does not affect our food supply. We were always told we have to look after the environment, we have to look after nature, wildlife, but there is far more damage to wildlife here than farmers ever do. This was planted with winter wheat in September, early October. That is all lost. This is the reason for the floods on this land, because the hole in the riverbank, the water has been pouring out. Now the river has dropped there, the water is coming from the fields back into the river. But you can see here a huge amount of debris on this corner. This should have been cleaned out by the Environment Agency. This 2,000 acres would normally produce about 12 million loaves of bread. It won't be doing now because of this floodwater.
Despite political commentators such as Jacob Rees-Mogg seeking to assure people that a bit of hot weather never hurt anyone, what he has failed to take into account is the warnings from people who know a thing or two about the climate, such as this man.
What the hell has gone wrong with the weather? In my 30 years as a meteorologist, I've never known rain so relentless. After all, it has been the wettest 18 months on record, going back to 1836. So, I've been to find a climate scientist to ask him why.
Just school level physics, if you warm up the atmosphere by 1 degree, that equates to another 7% of water in the atmosphere. So when it rains, there's more rain.
Now I know some of you don't want to hear it, but the fact is, climate change has its fingerprints all over the last 18 months. But can we draw any conclusions from what we've just been through? Here's Jim again.
In the future, we're just going to see more of the same. We're just breaking the records over and over again. We've got to stop using unprecedented, because unprecedented, it's not unprecedented anymore, it's normal.
Well, the big question is, will it ever stop raining again? Well, there's a lot of uncertainty, but I am still expecting an improvement through the second half of April.
Of course, all these problems are likely to be compounded by Brexit, as consignment charges on fresh produce entering the UK get slapped with extra tariffs. It all makes this rather brain-dead intervention from the MP for North Somerset all the more infuriating.
We know that cold kills more people each year than heat. So what the court is saying is that actually the climate getting hotter will be more dangerous than it not. They don't know that. You don't know that.
Well, of course
because
we don't.
all the evidence so far is that a slightly warmer climate actually keeps more people alive.